So Rivian's road just got bumpier after shares slipped early this week after a major downgrade, raising question about the future of its much hyped R2 and electric R3 vehicles. But is this just a speed bump for Rivian or a sign of deeper trouble ahead? Alright, so let's zoom back out to the monthly chart. And what we can see is divergence where price is making or was making lower lows while the RSI on the monthly chart was making higher lows. What you also have is potentially volatility waning, as you do have a potential breakout en route in the coming weeks, potentially months. Alright, so let's zoom down to the weekly chart. But before we do that, my eyes just gravitated to this level. It's no longer fresh, but that is a drop, basin candle, and then the drop. And no longer fresh, meaning price has already revisited the zone before price pushed back down. Nevertheless, because price never pierced, but more so closed above that level, we're going to call that monthly sellers at $24. All right, let's zoom down to the weekly chart. And as you can see, based on this asymmetric pattern, again, just sideways price action, which means that at some point price is either going to break up to the upside or break down to the downside. Just looking to see if there's any levels of interest or imbalances between buyers and sellers, and I don't see any on the weekly chart. So let's scroll down to the daily chart. I'm looking for high volume candles. All right, this is very subtle, but nevertheless it is a level of interest. It's drop multiple basin candles and then the leg out, but the volume is not very high. It's actually below average, but nevertheless it's held up not once but twice. All right, so there's really no trade setup for Rivian. There's no potential breakout at the moment. The next earnings is on August 5th. I anticipate continued sideways price action again until we eventually get the breakout, which may or may not occur in the fourth quarter or better half of later this year.